Education enables upward socio-economic mobility and is a key to escaping poverty. Over the past decade, major progress was made towards increasing access to education and school enrollment rates at all levels, particularly for girls. Nevertheless, about 260 million children were still out of school in 2018, nearly one-fifth of the global population in that age group, and more than half of all children and adolescents worldwide are not meeting minimum proficiency standards in reading and mathematics.
Hi, my name is SAIDATUL binti MAHAMAD RUSLI, and today I would like to talk about quality education. Okay, first, what is AI in education? Artificial intelligence is sometimes called machine intelligence, and it refers to the utilization of computer capacity as against natural intelligence. Currently, artificial intelligence, or also known as in the short form is AI, has found its place in the education sector, and as many schools wake up to embrace the technology, we cannot stay still anymore, but we always get curious and ask, could the technology replace teachers? Or what are the effects of this advancement in today's classroom? How can we best use it to improve the educational system by using AI? To unlock the answer to this question, please stay tuned to this video, okay guys? AI has already been applied to education primarily in some tools that can help develop skill and testing system. As AI educational solutions continue to mature, the hope is that AI one day can help fill gap in learning and teaching and allow school and teachers to do more than before. AI can drive efficiency, personalization, and streamline admin tasks to allow teachers the time and freedom to provide understanding and adaptability. Furthermore, since the student of today will need to work in a future where AI is the reality, it is very important that our educational institution expose students like us to use the technology. You can ask any parent who has struggled to help their teenager with complicated mathematical questions like algebra. They will be very ecstatic about the potential of AI to support and assist their children when they are struggling with homework or test preparation at home, which is increasingly possible in this pandemic era when students are forced to stay at home and learn all these things by themselves. Okay, now I'll talk about how education can benefit from AI. For example, first, AI can be used for student grading process. Next, educational software can be adapted to cater for student needs. This is generally helping students to work at their own pace. Students could get additional support from AI tutor. Furthermore, AI can make trial and error learning less intimidating. An example of AI in the classroom that has been developed now is Brainly. It is a social media site where students collaborate while answering and asking classroom questions.
Hi, it's me, SAIDATUL SHAHIRA. So, for the first goal for education in sustainable development by 2030, eliminate gender disparities in education and ensure equal access to all levels of education and vocational training for the vulnerable, including the person with disabilities, indigenous peoples, and children in the vulnerable situation. While in China, only students in the first or second tier cities have an access to a good quality education. Parents have to sell their assets or take loans to pay for the school district apartments so their children can go to a good school. To achieve this kind of goal, AI should be designed to overcome gender discrimination and patriarchal social norms. In other words, this technology should be used to address challenges faced by women and improve women's access to higher education and flexible work opportunities. In this way, women and girls can achieve equality in education and narrow gender gap around the world. So, all of the genders, including the men, can have access to all levels of education. Okay, how can we achieve the vocational training education by using AI? AI provided higher value vocational training to enhance creativity, critical thinking, problem-solving skill, and multidisciplinary inclusion for individuals with disabilities. Students are encouraged to learn and promote the formation of cross-border thinking. So, the teachers can adjust teaching methods to improve the efficiency of teaching and track the entire learning process of students and guide them at all levels of education using artificial intelligence to improve the vocational education. But how can the teachers track the learning process? It is because AI can do intelligent analysis based on the monitoring data. There are two examples of AI being used in vocational education. First is Sing AI. It is developed by the Microsoft, and second is Lookout by Google. This application helps blind or visually impaired people identify elements such as persons, objects, and pests that present in their environment by using image recognition. So that's all for me, and I will pass the second goal to Aisyah.
Next goal. By 2030, ensure that all youth and a substantial proportion of adults, both men and women, achieve literacy and numeracy. Hello, it's me, Aisyah Harun. So we're going to comprehend more into the world of achieving literacy and numeracy. So we are talking about words and numbers. Specifically words and numbers right here, and this could be tediously boring if we keep on learning it manually. Imagine 670 million youth worldwide lack basic mathematics and literacy skills. What can artificial intelligence do to ensure these youths and a substantial proportion of adults learn about this? Okay, so first things first, they can reach proficient literacy and numeracy by approaching it with augmented reality AR and virtual reality VR. Learning with these two could sharpen their minds and let them be creative. Explore the 3D world of what they create through their phones, iPads, or even any gadgets. Yeah. So what can augmented reality do? Like what they do actually. So augmented reality AR in education features aspects that enhance learning abilities like problem solving, collaboration, and creation to better prepare students for the future. It is also essential for traditional pedagogy, focus on technical knowledge and proficiencies. She doesn't speak even a syllable. Now, this is the time that teachers should not give up and downgrade their students anymore. Artificial intelligence will guide you to ensure students understand and learn faster in literacy and numeracy from now on. Applications such as Arloon Geometry and Arloon Mental Math will surely win the youth's heart. Not just focusing on children aged 9 to 12, this app provides basic numeracy skills where it is appropriate for all ages. Orasma and Blipar both provide tools to facilitate the creation of AR experience. Orasma and Blipar. So they both are edutainment. It's educational and entertainment. That's it for me. Thank you.
Moving on, the next goal is build and upgrade education facilities that are child disability and gender sensitive and provide safe, non-violent, inclusive and effective learning environment for all. Hello everyone, I am BASHEER. I want to talk about how AI providing disability children an effective learning environment. So now, when we talk about disability children, of course, they have a lot of problems faced by them. So how can AI help them to solve this problem? Is there any AI application, method, or devices that we can help to achieve this goal? Class beyond the classroom is one of the best methods to achieve this goal. What is class beyond the classroom? Class beyond the classroom is learning outside the classroom. It's the use of spaces other than the school for teaching and learning. In short way, we can say it's a way to make a teaching process more exciting and to create a better environment for disabled children. This is because they can learn without attending a physical classroom. They can search for new information whenever they want, whenever they are without any problem. There are a lot of AI applications used to achieve this goal. One of that is MyTalk Mobile. This is an innovative app which enables students with communication difficulties to say what they want using a sequence of words, sounds, and images. It can be configured to further certain images and play certain sounds, so it can be set up for a particular student to guess at them. Second is Autism Core Skill. This app uses terms listed like animal, train, support, and so on the app to teach academic skills such as reading and math, as well as social skills like communication, expressing preferences, staying on topic, and defining categories. The game also teaches students to share, take turns, and follow rules. This all app can make them easy to communicate with other persons like their teachers or classmates and make them better understand about the topic. So, that's all for my part. Now let's move on to the last part. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Hi, I am SOFEA. So the next target is by 2030 substantially increase the supply of qualified teachers, including through international cooperation for teachers training in developing countries, especially least developed countries and small island developing states. Teachers are vital to meet all of the sustainability development goals for targets. It requires immediate attention with a shorter deadline, as the equity gap in education is impacted by a shortage and uneven distribution of professionally trained teachers, particularly in disadvantaged areas. Teachers and educators should be empowered, adequately recruited, and remunerated, as they are a critical foundation for academic excellence. Teachers not only teach, but they also spend hours grading papers and planning upcoming lessons. However, certain tasks such as paper marking could be performed by robots, giving teachers a lighter workload and more flexibility to focus on other things. This is the point at which AI takes over the burden on their shoulders. Intellimetric and Project Essay Grade are two notable resources that use AI to automatically grade all types of assignments, from tests to essays. These kind of tools make it easier for teachers to focus on engaging the students. Teachers can provide direct assistance to students without having to worry about when they will grade papers or administer tests. That's all for me. Thank you.